So into the arena is Dastan Saduuly, 24 years of age, from Alga in western Kazakhstan. 15 fights under his belt as a professional, winning 12 of them, and all 12 of his wins have come inside the distance. Now on the flip side, his 3 losses, all of those have been by the short reach as well. So this the man who doesn't hang around to hear the final bell. Made his pro debut back in September of 2018 when he was just 16 years of age.
В ринг приглашается его соперник из России по прозвищу ТТ Tamerlan Ozdoev.
So Tamerlan Ozdoev from right here in St. Petersburg, making his way into the boxing ring. 23 years of age, undefeated professional, winning 4 bouts out of 4, 2 of them coming inside the distance. Made his debut in December of 2024, was last in the ring in December of last year, during which he had 5 fights. 4 fights as a professional. Fought on IBA.PRO 1 in Moscow.
Представляю вам соперника. Боксер в черном углу. Ему 24 года. Рост 170 сантиметров, вес 63,1 килограмма. Его профессиональный рекорд 12 побед. Причем все 12 побед одержаны нокаутом при 3 поражениях. Он чемпион Казахстана среди профессионалов из Актобе, Казахстан. Приветствуйте, Dastan Saduuly. А вот и его соперник в золотом углу ринга. Боксеру 23 года. Рост 173 сантиметра, вес 63,4 килограмма. Профессиональный рекорд 4 победы, включая 2 победы нокаутом без поражений. Он призер чемпионата России из Санкт-Петербурга, Россия, непобежденный Tamerlan Оздоев. Рефери поединка Сергей Журкин.
Капа. Окей. Stop. Head up, no low blow, no holding. Listen and follow my command. Good luck.
So Tamerlan Ozdoev just outside the 61.2 kilograms that this contest has been made at.
Box.
135 pound or thereabouts. The lightweight contest scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds between boxers from Russia and Kazakhstan. All orthodox affair. A man reaching for a left jab to the body. Wearing the black trunks trimmed with gold is Dastan Saduuly. Last contest in December of last year, he actually comes in on a 2-fight losing skid. Both of them coming via retirement in contests that were scheduled for 8. His losses 2 and 3 on his professional ledger. Tamerlan Ozdoev, really compact, precise boxer. Opened the show on IBA.PRO 3 at the Wrestling Palace in Ufa in Russia in April of 2024, and it was a dominant second round KO victory over Vivek Singh of India. Arrived undefeated, did the man from India, but having taken a look in the, having used the first round of something of a reconnaissance mission, Ozdoev just showed a deeper level of experience and scored a dominant stoppage victory over Vivek Singh. Said in preparation for this one, he's been in camp for 1.5 months, and near one of his Sunday punches, that left hook to the body followed by a right hand to the jaw. Saduuly has been forced to back up a little bit, change his expression slightly after taking that body shot, but he comes back with a wonderful 3-shot combination to the body. Referee Mr. Sergei Zhurkin just telling him to keep the punches up. Stalking his man now with bad intentions is Ozdoev. Working the body effectively behind the jab, but hooking off the ropes is Saduuly. only to find himself against the ropes on another side of the ring. Good use of the feet to try and cut off the counterclockwise movement that Saduuly was looking to use as an escape route. So Ozdoev pin his man in the corner and work away. 30 seconds remaining in the opening round. To land sneaky counters is Saduuly, but Ozdoev measuring him with that lead left hand, not even bothering to shoot it during that previous coming together, just held it out like a measuring stick. And sought to drop down just as he did there with that left hook to the body. Stop. First round in the books. For my money, it's a very good opening 3 minutes by Ozdoev.
Подходите в зону Финла.
Хорошая работа. Только подходим с джебом. В атаку понятно, да? И никаких 8 ударов по туловищу. Понятно, да? Голова, туловище, сразу голова. Печень зацепил. Ищи чаще это действие. Еще раз, с джебом. Всю дорогу с джебом к нему подходит.
So some of the action from the first round. Cracking shot to the jaw from Ozdoev. Sneaky hooks while sliding off the ropes from Saduuly. Did have pockets of success, but just not as much success as Ozdoev, for my money. So moving to the second round, and it's scheduled for 8. Again, back-to-back retirements secured by Dastan Saduuly. Again, Ozdoev going in search of the body with that left hook downstairs. There is a vulnerability to the body. During that month-and-a-half training camp he's had for this outing here on IBA.PRO 15. Ozdoev and his team looking to exploit it. Nice right hand over the top from Saduuly. It's a swift counter in return.
No holding. Break.
Good work downstairs with that burst of punches beneath the elbows from Saduuly, but then he was countered to the head pretty rapidly from Ozdoev, and he getting the final word in this exchange. But then look at Saduuly countering from out of the corner. Terrific two-way action.
No holding. Dastan, no holding. Step back, Dastan.
Again, looking to box smartly off the ropes is Saduuly. He just has the impression from the commentary position here that it's Ozdoev who possesses the heavier shot in his arsenal. Cracking right hand from Ozdoev. And Saduuly was looking to operate out of the Philly shell, slipping and sliding on the ropes, trying to tuck his chin behind his shoulder. But it was still found by the backhand of Ozdoev. But he's showing good composure under fire. But he's being scored upon quite frequently is Saduuly. But not panicking. That's testament to his talent after making his debut back in September of 2018. I think I may have said 2015 earlier, which is erroneous because he made his debut as a 16-year-old back in September 6 years ago. Beautiful jabs, twice in quick succession from Ozdoev. Drops down with a left hook to the body. Saduuly looking to counter but was inaccurate with the right cross. There he did score with a thrusting jab. Well, it looks as though he's trying to play counter-puncher, Saduuly, but he's paying quite a heavy price to get his own counter attempts away, because invariably he's been scored upon with some accurate shots from Ozdoev, and then he's trying to come back with a counter to at least have a word in the exchange, but his counter attempt rather inaccurate in the closing stages of that second round. For my money, that's 2 rounds in favor of the man from St. Petersburg.
Он устал, наелся. Туловище постоянно ищет. Молодец, дыши.
With a cracking right hand over the top from Saduuly, working down to the body before being countered by a left hook upstairs. But there was the right cross from Ozdoev for dropping down with a right hand to the body, left hook to the jaw. And despite his best efforts to slip and slide out of that shell defense and play counter puncher, and his defenses proved rather porous in the second half of round number 2. Pushing out that jab from the shoulder to begin round number 3 is Saduuly. Again, demonstrating really good instincts up in the boxing ring in terms of his temperament. He's just being outscored, double hook, body then head, then drop down to the body once again, and look where his elbows were after taking those shots down to his right flank. Ozdoev with a burst of shoe-shine punches before changing angles, working his man beautifully during that passage of the round, and then putting some more power on his shots as he sat down on them thereafter. But fantastic variety evident during that little cameo from Ozdoev, penetrating the defenses, just touching his man upstairs before creating angles by stepping around his opponent to score from both flanks with eye-catching punches to the body. He's aware of that is Saduuly. He now in search of his get-back and does score with a good left hook around the corner. Oh, that is a sumptuous left hook downstairs from Ozdoev, followed by a right uppercut in between those 2 single-shot successes as he lands another left hook beneath the right elbow of Saduuly. Saduuly did have some success of his own. He's in there competing spiritedly, but Ozdoev has the upper hand in this. And again, he continues to step around his man and work beautifully down through the body. Saduuly with some successes of his own with his back pinned against the ropes. Right uppercut, left hook to the body, countered by a single shot success from Saduuly. So Ozdoev certainly knows that he's in a contest as he takes a counter right hand there after his own right hand success. And again, it's surely the man in the white from Russia who is on top. Good left jabs being exchanged. Good left hook to the body from Saduuly, and that just doubled over Ozdoev. Now, how significantly did he feel the effects of those shots? Ozdoev flicking out a left jab, scores with a left hook to the body, right hand over the top. And is Ozdoev still feeling the effects of that terrifically picked punch down to the body? Because he's not punching as frequently or as fervently as he was before he absorbed that shot downstairs. Now the half cover guard being attempted once again from Saduuly, looking to catch a shot with an open palm, but his defense is proving porous once more. Flashing that gum shield rather contemptuously as the bell sounds to conclude round number 3. But Saduuly will no doubt have been encouraged if he picks up on what we sensed here from our commentary position. Very good competitive spirit demonstrated by Saduuly in that round. So he pushed out the jab from the shoulder to begin the round. There's an example of the punch picking from Ozdoev, but then the counters were coming back more effectively in round 3 compared to round number 4. But there was a tremendous body shot landed by Saduuly there, right there, and look how it doubled over Ozdoev, and thereafter he was a little more subdued in terms of his forward forays and his offensive salvos. So moving to the fourth round. If he did feel the effects of that shot, which his body language appeared to suggest that he did, has the 60-second interval been long enough for Ozdoev's energy and comfort levels to return to something approaching optimal? He's back on the front foot once again as Saduuly has turned southpaw in the first 30 seconds of this fourth round. Ozdoev seeks to keep his man pinned to the ropes, but clever cluster once again. The two-shot salvo catching Ozdoev when he's punching. The first 2 rounds, his counter-punching efforts, I thought Saduuly was being outworked, but look at that. Terrific reverse 1-2, catching Ozdoev on the counter once again, and he really appears to have settled into his rhythm and found his range here now. But smart use of the jab to the body from Ozdoev. So back as an orthodox boxer now is Saduuly, looking to back up Ozdoev as he drops down with a left hook to the solar plexus once again. But Ozdoev keeping his shape nicely and remaining disciplined in the pocket, right hand clamped to his jaw, scoring with the left hook. Both men enjoying clusters of shots. Benton punches from Saduuly, straight flurries upstairs from Ozdoev. Again, reverse 1-2, scoring with a straight right cross first is wonderful contrast in this contest, and it's producing an utterly absorbing affair. Ozdoev on the front foot once again, scoring effectively to the body, looking to rediscover the rhythm that served him so well in the third round is Saduuly. Wonderful punch picking at short range from Ozdoev, shortening those punches and finding a home for those clipping shots on the inside. Neither man heeding the referee's instructions to break. Sergei Zherkin to express them more insistently. There's another left hand to the body which just folded over Ozdoev momentarily. Big swing and a miss with the left hook as Saduuly off the ropes as a southpaw once again. Now his feet are switched back to orthodox. Pushed backwards by Ozdoev, who's looking to walk him down. Oh, that's a cracking right hand to the body, and there was an audible groan from Saduuly. Was it the body shot, or has he hurt his hand during an attempted shot? But either way, he's not punched in. Now he's trying to fire back, but what a contest we have here. Soul-sapping body punches being dug in by both men. It came from Saduuly in the third. In the fourth round, there was an audible groan from Saduuly after Ozdoev landed a cracking body shot in the closing stages of the stanza. He spat out his mouthpiece en route back to his black corner. Remember, his last 2 contests have ended in retirement. He's pondering that once again, because he really appeared to have been hurt downstairs, and just as we've suggested, I think the tape is being removed from the gloves and this contest over. That was it, signaled by the coach. Dastan Saduuly will take no more. That was the shot to the body where there was an audible groan from Dastan Saduuly. Backed up to the ropes, unable to let his hands go, he gamely bit down on the mouthpiece and tried to launch a flurry in the closing stages. But look at how it caused his body to wilt. Terrific right hand to the body in the closing stages of round number 4. Ultimately bringing about the demise of Dastan Saduuly. Terrific work. And again, during the build-up, in preparation during their 1.5-month camp, if there was a vulnerability to the body of Dastan Saduuly, who has now been forced to retire in his last 3 contests, well, Tamerlan Ozdoev and his team drawing up a game plan that would test any potential weakness downstairs. And after a rally in the third round produced by Dastan Saduuly when he tested Tamerlan Ozdoev to the body in the closing stages of round number 4, an absolutely sickening body shot caused the man from Kazakhstan to yelp, which is something of a rarity in the boxing ring. These men trained professionals of the highest order, and they know what this sport and this business is all about. So to bring about an audible exclamation such as that, it must have been a punch to inflict some damage. Tamerlan Ozdoev exchanging a message with somebody over his smartphone, now makes his way to center ring. Let's get the official verdict.
В связи с отказом угла соперника от продолжения боя по завершении 4-го раунда, в 5-м раунде техническим нокаутом одержал победу и остается не знающим поражений Тамерлан Оздоев, Санкт-Петербург, Россия.
Or St. Petersburg's Tamerlan Ozdoev scores another inside the distance victory on IBA.PRO Boxing Night stages. Did so in Ufa when he opened the show on IBA.PRO 3 and here on IBA.PRO 15. A debilitating body shot forcing the retirement of Dastan Saduuly at the end of the 4th round. TKO victory registered by Tamerlan Ozdoev. And prior to that, it was a wonderful affair, a contest of contrasts. Ozdoev getting the better of the attempted counter-punching that Dastan Saduuly was looking to launch in the first 2 rounds. But then in the 3rd round, Saduuly really did begin to find success. He landed a good right hand to the body, which appeared to just cause some discomfort for Ozdoev. But in the 4th round, he recovered magnificently. The investment in body shots paying dividends. But that was an example of the two-way action that unfolded over the course of the contest. Best successes coming in the 3rd round for Saduuly, but there was the right hand to the body. Dastan Saduuly committing the cardinal boxing error of showing his weak spot. Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion of the world who reigned from 1908 to 1915, who said that the key to the sweet science is to target your other man's weak spot and protect your own. Not able to do it on this occasion, Dastan Saduuly, and it was exploited by Tamerlan Ozdoev, forcing that retirement at the end of the 4th round. Terrific performance and victory for Tamerlan Ozdoev. 3 straight retirements. And L's now endured by Dastan Saduuly. One wonders whether it's a long-standing issue. Maybe